Lesson 123. Our new word for this lesson is pugno, and its infinitive form, pugnare. If you're using ecclesiastical pronunciation, don't forget that pugno will sound like puño. Let's look at our exercises. In exercise 1, pugnat is the verb, weary is the subject, and there are two ablatives of means, gladiis and scutisque. So number 1 will say, the men are fighting with swords and shields. In number 2, amo is the verb, and pugnare is an infinitive that means to fight. So number 2 says, I do not like to fight. In number 3, we have two clauses, one before the word quod and one after. In the first clause, possunt means they are able. It's being negated by non. Incolae is the subject. Insulae is a genitive singular that's possessing incolae, and pugnare is an infinitive that means to fight. In the second clause, habent is the verb. That means they have, and we will need to use the word they as the subject because there's no other word in that clause to be the subject of the clause. Gladios is the direct object. So number 3 will say, the inhabitants of the island are not able to fight because they do not have swords. In number 4, we have two clauses, one before quod and one after. In the first clause, habemus is the verb, and there are two direct objects, gladios and scutaque. In the second clause, servamus is the verb, and oppidum is the direct object. So number 4 will say, we have swords and shields because we are guarding the town. In number 5, amo is the verb, stellas is the direct object, enkylo is a prepositional phrase, and spectare is an infinitive that means to watch. So number 5 will say, I love to watch the stars in the sky. In number 6, desiderat is the verb, filius is the subject, reginae is a genitive singular that's possessing filius, and gladium is the direct object. So number 6 will say, the son of the queen wants a sword, or the queen's son wants a sword. In number 7, we have two clauses, one before quod and one after. In the first clause, ambulo is the verb, and ad actam is a prepositional phrase. In the second clause, desidero is the verb, scaphos is the direct object, and videre is an infinitive that means to see. So number 7 will say, I am walking to the seashore because I want to see the boats. In number 8, again there are two clauses, one before quod and one after. In the first clause, habetus is the verb, and kibum is the direct object. In the second clause, aratus is the verb, agros is the direct object, and numquam is an adverb. So number 8 will say, y'all do not have food because y'all never plow the fields. In number 9, the word said divides the sentence into two clauses. In the first clause, s is the verb, filius is the predicate, and agricolae is a genitive singular possessing filius. In the second clause, sum is the verb, filius is the predicate, and reginae is a genitive singular possessing filius. So number 9 will say, you are the son of a farmer, but I am the son of a queen. In number 10, specto is the verb. There are two direct objects, lunam and stellasque, and semper is an adverb. So number 10 will say, I always watch the moon and the stars.